Hi everyone, it's Madi. Welcome back, and it is From Fitness to Diva. Welcome to my channel, and it is a New Me Wednesday, and it's where I come in and I chit chat with you guys for a couple minutes. I let you guys into my weight loss journey, and you guys know that I share completely open book with what's going on in my journey and what I'm doing. And I also leave the platform completely open so you guys can share what's going on with you. How is your week going? I love to hear from you guys. So we'll get right into it. So let's see. It's been 12 weeks that I have been seeing this dietitian. You guys know that I started going to her because I had a sugar addiction and I needed to kind of break that. You guys know that I have always bounced between Weight Watchers and counting macros, not counting calories, counting macros, two different things. And I always bounced between the two. So at one point when Smart Points came out, I definitely X'd it out of my book. I didn't want nothing to do with it because I had a sugar addiction. So Points Plus gives you a wider range with sugar, and you're able to have more sugar in your diet. Keeping it real. So I didn't want nothing to do with it. I tried it a couple times, and my excuses was that I wasn't eating enough, blah, blah, blah. So when I started seeing this dietitian, she asked me to trust her, and which I did. And she said, just do, as I tell you, and we'll take it from here. It's 12 weeks. I said, let's go. So I did it. She said to me, we're going to do Smart Points. And when she told me that, you guys know I was like, what the? And she was like, Madi. I'm like, okay, let's do Smart Points. Let's go. So I did Smart Points, and it was the first 2 or 3 weeks was really hard because I was weaning off the sugar. She didn't say you can't have. She said just stay within your points and take it from there. And of course, you guys know that are doing Smart Points. Anything that has sugar in it is high in points. So, of course, it trained me, and I really stood away from all candy because it was something that I wanted to beat. I wanted to get rid of that sugar addiction because it was bad. I would devour bags of Hershey's, Kit Kats. I mean, you name it, forget it. They were going Haagen-Dazs ice cream, the Swiss almond. I loved it all. So I started doing Smart Points, and I did lost about 10 pounds. So super excited, about that. In about 8 to 9 weeks, I had lost 10 pounds. And halfway through, she had me incorporate a different app to track my macros. And this is where things got it, starting to get really interesting for me because I am like, tracking 2 apps. I'm a mom. I work full time. What are you doing? So I still trusted the process. And, she says this has to be a balance. So, not making the story too long, I know that carbs are not my friend. Me and carbs don't get along. But she also told me that even though me and carbs don't get along, I still need them to be able to function and my body to function correctly. I still need, just like I still need sugar, I still need sodium, I still need carbs and fiber, just everything in moderation. So she said to me, from here on, you've learned what works for you. I was able to definitely get my sugar addiction under control. Thank God, because that was worrying me, but I did. And now, mind you, I'm a woman, and once a month, those cravings come in, and you know what? I still have them, and I stay mindful. I don't deprive myself. And I have said this in many of my past videos. When that month is coming, Prepare yourself for it. Make sure you give yourself chocolate every day. Fit it in. Something salty. Add it already into the mix so your body is not craving it because it hasn't had it. And that has worked for me tremendously in this past 3 months. So I already know I have an app that tracks my period, and it tells me, you're like 5 days away, you're 4 days away, and this is what your body's going through. And excuse me, and then I sit there and I'm like, okay, it's time to start incorporating sugar, a little bit more salt, because I already know that if I don't, I'm gonna binge. So I already kind of like, I know my body. I know when, my boobies are getting kind of sore and my mood is like kind of shifting, and I'm kind of like very sensitive with my hormones. And I'm like, okay, let's readjust. And it has worked for sure. So I am no longer seeing dietitian. I am done. So now it was up to me to sit and see where I take my journey. You guys know that Weight Watchers has been my main, since day one. Points Plus has been my main since day one. And now with the Smart Points system, I have to say, I have fallen in love with Smart Points. And I'm going to continue to do Weight Watchers Smart Points. The whole structure of Weight Watchers for me is easier counting points than anything. I mind my sodium. You guys know that I carry a low sodium diet, and you guys know that now I'm also doing I'm not even gonna say a low carb diet because that's ridiculous. I don't do low carb, but I try not to go over 120 carbs a day. So with that said, I have decided to stick to Weight Watchers. I actually have rejoined. I was able to do it for 3 months because my membership was up already. So I'm proud of myself that I stuck with Weight Watchers for the first 3 months. Very excited. I did lose 10 pounds. I gained 2 at one point, but I have lost that. So super excited. So I was at 231. Then I was at 221.6. And this is my first week back on Weight Watchers completely Smart Points. And I am down 1.6. So I am at 219 point. Let me be accurate. Chart. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. So I am at 219.8 with a total of 1.6 loss. I actually started a brand new account, a brand new me, because this is where I say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and I want my progress from here on. So I am going to say that this is week 1 on Smart Points, and I am minding my macros. I am keeping an eye on my sodium, because those are the 2 things that my body really, really needs to have control. I need to control those 2 things in order to keep myself going. Now, I have been counting macros for such a long time that, I can pretty much, I'm one that I eat basically the same thing over and over again. So I have an idea with my prepping. That's another thing. She didn't want me meal prepping. I have to meal prep, guys. I'm such a busy mom, and I have so much going on that I have to meal prep for me. It's essential, big time. So I already know like how much carbs my dinners are and my lunches. So I have an idea, and I try not to go over it, but I'm definitely sticking to Smart Points. I don't want to drag this on anymore, but for me, I like to come and sit and be honest with you guys about what's going on in my journey. And, I've kept it real, and I am so glad, that I did the dietitian thing. I'm so glad that I actually faced my demons as far as my sugar addiction. It's real. So that's that. So I hope everyone's doing well. Tell me how you're doing. I hope everyone's doing well. God bless. And we'll see you soon. Bye.